What up, guys? James from Bolt Bros here to talk about undrafted free agent Stevo Klotz, Iowa State tight end, kind of fullback. We'll talk a little bit more about what he brings to this team, but let's kind of understand the reason why he did not also get picked up in the 2025 NFL draft. So, a lot to talk about this player, and you should get excited about him. So, once again, let's get into it. Bolt Bros, let's go.
Bolt Bros.
All right, guys. Once again, appreciate all the love and support. Please like this video, subscribe to this channel if you have not. We appreciate all the love and support. And want to hear about your comments about Stevo Klotz, tight end, Iowa State. I mean, dude, this guy I think was slept on a little bit in a couple different ways. Now, I understand that there was a pretty heavy tight end draft for tight ends and everything too. Obviously, you had huge amount of tight ends in front of us. I mean, Gadsden is a guy that the Chargers ended up drafting in the 5th round. I mean, Clots was basically ranked as a 30th tight end and 571st overall in this class. It was a very, very deep draft for tight ends. But man, do you guys please do yourself a favor? I should talk correctly here. Do yourself a favor and go on Stevo Klotz Instagram. And there's a video on there that shows his blocking highlights, and he put himself as a fullback. This guy is a blocking tight end, or if you want to say fullback, could kind of be intertwined in both which ways. But he is a great blocker and fits the Harbaugh mold as a tight end, or if as a fullback. I mean, his run blocking ability in PFF was 74.7 run blocking grade in 2024. He is a huge blocker that could do his, dirty work in the trenches. He's going to be one of those guys. Maybe you could even put him as like a younger Will Dissly at this point. I kind of put him as he's going to be more of a Patrick Ricard kind of guy, fullback from the Ravens. I think he could find his way on this team as a fullback, in my opinion. And then you obviously put the soul taker basically on the defensive side, but have him as a secondary fullback too. I think it would be really, really cool to see how Stevo Klotz finds his way on this team. And I think he's going to do it by being a great blocker. Now, at Iowa State is more a run blocking type situation for them, which kind of reduced his appeal to the NFL team, seeking more pass catching tight ends. I mean, he didn't really have the craziest of stats. 15 receptions, 149 yards, 2 touchdowns over his career. So, yeah, that's nothing. That could be one game for a player if it wanted to. A big, huge game for one player. But his run blocking ability is what's going to get him on this team. Now, once again, he's going to probably have to find a way through special teams, possibly find his way as a fullback, which is kind of going to be one that could be adjusted quite a bit. But we did use the fullback quite a bit last year, right? We had a fullback to be a lead blocker, right? So, and his size fits extremely well. 6'4", 260 pound, solid size, lacks a little bit of the standout athletic traits, but his blocking is what's going to get him there. Will Dissly is a blocking tight end that got kind of pushed to become a receiver. I think with time, Stevo Klotz could find his way to become a better pass catching tight end. I remember when we did sign Will Dissly, I said, I think he's a better catcher than people realize. I think he was just in a system that only wanted him to be a pass catching tight end. Now, I think he grew quite a bit last season. He had career year last year in receiving. He did phenomenal in blocking and everything too. Speaking of Will Dissly, I think Steve Klotz and Will Dissly could be those two guys, 2 peas in a pod, blocking tight end kind of guy, a guy that he'll basically be able to learn from blocking techniques. And then you got obviously your Tyler Conklins, you got your Gadsden, you got all these other guys that are very, very good catchers that could really teach Stevo Klotz to be that next guy. He's got the size that Harbaugh likes. Like I've said it time after time, he likes tight ends to be about 6'4", 6'5", 260 pounds. He wants big body guys on the line. And this guy could be a great, great addition to this team. So once again, he didn't have any combine invite. He doesn't have the elite speed, agility, testing numbers. He's a reliable inline blocker, but lacks the versatility or explosive to stand out. I mean, bottom line, when you don't get thrown into the combine, if you don't necessarily get the highest of metrics, you're probably not going to find your way in there. But this is those kind of gem guys that could be a great addition to this team. I think it would be great if he was a fullback because it would also be a receiving type fullback type guy for us, plus a very good blocker. I think it would be a good position for him and get him a lot of times and a lot of reps on the field too. His personal positional value and team needs. Tight end is often a lower priority position in the draft, especially for players projected as blockers rather than receivers. So only a few tight ends drafted in the later round seem like prioritized. Teams likely prioritized other positions over high upside prospects over Clots' specialized skill set. So on his background too, he was a walk-on at Iowa State, earned a scholarship in 2023, two-time second team all Big 10-12 selection. While his work ethic and development were notable, he lacks the early hype or high-profile recruiting pedigree may have kept him off some scouts' radar. So once again, going back to why he's a fit, I want to say go on his Instagram, to go on Stevo Klotz Instagram and see the video of his blocking technique. That is the reason why Jim Harbaugh brought it up this weekend in the rookie minicamp. He even named Stevo Klotz because he loved what he saw from that video. That video alone was like, he is a Harbaugh guy, a guy that is hard-nosed, guy could fit their physical brand of football. Strong blocking ability aligns with Harbaugh's run-heavy offensive philosophy. Bully ball guys, right? That's what we're trying to be, bullying the other team, push them around. This is definitely a developmental piece with Stevo Klotz, but he is familiar with the pro style system at Iowa State. He's got a high football IQ, making a candidate to compete for a roster spot, likely as a backup tight end or a special teams contributor. Personally, I think he's going to go into the fullback side of things and everything too. But bottom line, he's got a great chance, and he's got some of those intangibles that you want from a player. And I think that Stevo Klotz is a guy you need to keep an eye on, especially in preseason, seeing how he develops with his team. And I think he's got a great shot to find his way on this team somewhere or another, either as a tight end or a fullback. I feel like we have a pretty stacked tight end room. So I think he's going to have to find a way to get into that fullback room and, see where he goes from there. I think he's a great asset for this team all around. But once again, I want to hear from your thoughts about Stevo Klotz. Watch the video once again. I'm going to say it for a third time. Watch the video on his Instagram, Stevo Klotz Instagram, of his blocking techniques as a fullback too. It gets you excited. It got me excited. And I said, all right, this guy fits extremely well with this team. So once again, I want to hear your comments below about Stevo Klotz from Iowa State tight end. And also like this video, subscribe to this channel if you've not. But we appreciate all the love and support, guys. So once again, James from Bolt Bros. Let's go.
Hey, what's up? Cameron Dick here watching Bolt Bros podcast. Let's go.